Namaste. I hope that this finds you well. I am Anita Goa and welcome. Autumn is here upon us, especially in the Northern Hemisphere. In this video, I wanted to share with you 8 tips for how you could feel well in your being this autumn. The goal, I guess, every autumn is to try to prevent getting a cold and the flu. And of course, there is no guarantee, but it's always worth trying. I love to incorporate the wisdom of yoga's sister science, Ayurveda, into my daily routine and adjust according to the seasons. So according to Ayurveda and this holistic healing system, Vata tends to increase in the fall, and Vata is ruled by the elements of air and ether. So you can think about the wind and how wind creates movement and how the leaves are getting dry and brittle and the temperature is dropping and fluctuating and the wind is just picking up speed. And this can have an impact on our body and mind because the qualities of Vata is cold, dry, brittle, and erratic. So here are 8 ways that I am suggesting can support you in grounding and staying balanced to hopefully avoid getting a cold and a flu this autumn. According to Ayurveda, early autumn is mid-September to late October, and that is considered a transitional stage. So Ayurveda recommends eating fresh apples and pears because they help to dry out excess pitta from the summer. And pitta is heat. It is the elements of fire and water. And the belief is that without sufficiently drying out the pitta, imbalance can happen and contribute to too much of a mucus production. The recommendation is green and tart apples. It's not my favorite, but I'm learning to love it. But fruit in general and the apples is really great for fiber, which is good for our gut and for digestion, which can also get affected during this season. So I guess the old adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And late fall, so basically late October, is when the Vata dosha is more pronounced, and it's important to balance the Vata with foods and fluids that promote warmth, moisture, and that are grounding. Yes, stress is inevitable, and it's not about erasing stress. I think that's impossible, but maybe more about how we can manage it and perhaps seeing where we can simplify our life and perhaps get a bit more organized. It's different for each and every one of us. Maybe what makes me stressed might not make you stressed, and we are all tolerant in different degrees as well. I recently read a book that's called 4,000 Weeks. It's about time and how to use it by Oliver Burkeman. He talks about the detriment of living in a society that is obsessed with constantly being productive and optimizing and crossing off the to-do list and working at having an inbox that is at 0. And the problem with it is that it never ends. Oliver, he argues that in order to fully inhabit life, you have to refrain from using every spare hour for personal growth and do at least a little of what you care about now instead of banking on finding time for it in the future. I really couldn't agree more. Really take a look at the book. It might give you a new perspective and support you in reducing stress in your life. But simply put, reflect on where you can simplify and organize in a way that reduces stress in your life so that it can support your Vata. So to continue on from that previous point, it is about creating a routine that keeps your mind, body, and spirit in balance. Perhaps you can reflect back to last autumn. Do you remember how you felt then? Maybe you can note what worked for you and what didn't work for you and adjust your routine accordingly. It doesn't have to be a huge, big, fancy, glamorous routine. Just really keep it simple, like perhaps refraining as much as possible from rushing in the morning, and maybe try to gradually in the evening unwind. What you do the night before can often have a huge impact on how the morning goes. And another thing is, like in the middle of the day, maybe pause for lunch. Consciously eat and chew your food and take in your surroundings, and perhaps spend as little time as possible on social media. Just really notice what gives you energy, notice what drains you of energy, and make time for what nourishes and grounds you. If you think back to the tree just blowing in the wind, it can be wonderful and beautiful and calming, but if it's too much of it, that can feel maybe a little bit too destabilizing. So in this regard, slowing down your yoga practice and practicing nourishing and grounding yoga and avoiding anything that feels depleting and stabilizing, that can really reduce stress and support boosting your immune system. I recommend less fast moving flows and holding the positions a little bit longer, and trying to engage in yin yoga and maybe restorative yoga, doing pranayama, and the best one to spend a good 20 minutes in shavasana, in the final relaxation pose. I have put together a special autumn yoga playlist to support you, and you can find it in the description box below. I hope that you will enjoy it. If you don't have one already, I highly recommend investing in a Neti pot and non-iodized salt and start doing some nasal irrigation. It's not as bad as what it might sound, but it can really prevent and treat colds by flushing out dust, bacteria, and excess mucus from our nose. You mix the salt with some filtered, maybe distilled or pre-boiled warm water into the Neti pot, and you clean your nose that way. I have a tutorial I made a while back, but I will link it in the description box below so you can give it a try. It might feel a little weird initially, but when you get used to it, you'll start to notice how clean your nose feels and how much easier it is to breathe. So I highly recommend doing a little bit of Neti. And then once you've cleaned your nose, alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana, is a pranayama or breathing technique that supports in balancing our nervous system. It has so many benefits for our mind and our body. It can reduce stress, it can calm the mind, and also clear the mind. So using deep breathing like Nadi Shodhana can really engage the different parts of our brain and can make us much more aware and support us in managing our emotions and lower fear and anxiety. So overall, this type of breathing can be supportive in reducing excess vata, and together with the Neti pot, prevent mucus forming and congestion. I also have a tutorial on Nadi Shodhana, and I'm going to link that below as well. This is one of my favorite things to do, actually. Abhyanga. It is the Ayurvedic massage that involves massaging oil all over your body. I use a specific Vata oil and I let it sit on my body for about 15 minutes. And during this time is when you can do the Neti, and you can also do the Nadi Shodhana. It is so hydrating, and it's also very grounding. I also do some dry brushing, and I have a few little devices that help me to keep my circulation going and to drain lymph. So when I have more time, I spend more time on it. When I have a little less time, I spend a little less time on it. But overall, this is something that I do regularly. If it's not every day, at least every other day. And of course, last but not least, sleep. We all know the benefits of a good night's sleep. I know some people don't get enough of it, don't get good quality of it. I am very grateful, and knock on wood, I don't have problems sleeping. But if you do have trouble sleeping, I hope that the tips that I've given here can support in grounding your energy and de-stress you in some way to support you in getting a good night's sleep. I really, really wish that for you. All right, so that was my 8 tips for how you can find some well-being this autumn. There is so much more that I could have said, of course, but I hope that this inspires and supports you in some way. Make sure, of course, always that you follow your own inner knowing and practice what feels right for you. And let me know in the comments if this inspired you in any way. And also let me know what works for you. I always love to hear that. Share with me if you enjoy getting videos like this from me. I really would appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you a big virtual grounding and nurturing hug from London, from me to you and your autumn well-being. See you later. Bye. So I guess what the old adage